Alright. I've got EU4 open with MEIOU taxes loaded. I've got my book right here for the slow moments. And I have a decent degree of planning on what I'm going to do. So let's get started. Specifically, currently, my plan is... Has that updated yet? Yes, it has. Huh. Just a small amount of our production scale. I wonder where from. It's maybe the centers of production over here? Oh well. Here's a miner. This doesn't even have a production center. That's a bit strange. No production center. So you're telling me there is no major production center in China? China of all places? Huh. Okay. That is... weird. Just seems weird. Why would that ever be the case? Huh. I guess when they dominate their own continents, subcontinent, they are the only ones that are able to work with that. I don't know. I keep forgetting China is not unified yet. I'm just used to seeing China as one big blob all together. At the very least in EU4. Besides, unless I happen to be playing in Asia, by the time I normally would see China, they would have unified, usually under Ming. Though not always the case. Not necessarily. In fact, in this game, strangely enough, Ming is actually gone. It's no longer here. A strange, strange thought, is it not? Construction costs are doubled in this province. It's part of what makes it so difficult to build in. Well, at least province wealth is going to rapidly increase thanks to the new workshop. Honestly, I don't know why there's two workshops in my otherwise least populated provinces. Okay, they're not necessarily the least populated. They're actually pretty decently populated compared to my other provinces, but there's no other city infrastructure there. Well, okay, there is a decent amount here. I had to build a temple here, though. I think that was mine. I can check province history. Yep. I built it in this province. May not have been the best idea, but... yeah. Yeesh, if I want this to grow, I'm gonna have to build something. Something that actually gives urban gravity, not just a modifier. Because my base is too low in order to actually do much. Probably would be the warehouse. Besides, I'd probably never grow this beyond 40k. At least not actively try to. Because I've got this big city to deal with, and I would honestly prefer to work with one city at a time. Besides, I'm gonna try for the biggest city in the region. Currently occupied by Yamaguchi in Suwao, with only 33,000 urban population. So long as nothing changes, I can easily... okay, I can get to there at some point. Maybe not super easily, but eventually. Huh? This has meritocracy. Why doesn't this... Hmm. That is strange. Hmm. I guess sometimes the sea provinces don't really match up what you expect. That is some weird behavior. I don't think it's supposed to be like this. Oh well. Anyway, I can contribute manpower to the effort, but I'm going... The reason why I haven't done that yet and just outright bought a road is because I want to wait for the manpower to get as high as possible in case I actually need to do something with it. You know, warfare. And the best way to reduce stability while actually doing something productive is to revoke some privileges. Give up your autonomy. Please don't do 3 stab, that would be bad. I would be fine with 1 stab would be nice. No stab would also be great. 2 stab would all well 1 stab would be nice. Although I would prefer either 2 stab or no stab. And going all the way down to -1 would be a bit too much of a good thing. I just need to wait to see how they react. No stab. Huh. That's quite nice. Although I figure with Ashikaga, it's even more sitting around waiting for the inevitable civil war to pick up again. I say inevitable, it's probably going to be 50 years of Japan and Ashikaga, and Japan, the Emperor and the Shogun, staring at each other across the border, menacingly, for 50 years, or a century, or 200 years. So I can gain corruption and prestige, or lose prestige and corruption. What's one more point of corruption? Find a really thick cloud, then it really becomes noticeable. Huh? Oh, they transitioned to Josie. Was that by event? Must have. I thought it by decision. I need to play a Korea game at some point. They're probably in a very interesting position. Or this island. Huh. They may not have troop transport capability, but maybe they do. I was so. You know, they might actually be an easy target. I have been fabricating claims on them sometime. I may. I've got a force limit of 3. I can reasonably expect to get a single infantry from both of them. Both my estates. On the other hand, well, Cavalry is extremely powerful. If you look at the shock level, it's 1.15 compared to how the infantry have 0.25. Sure, they are expensive, but not by that much. It's not the cost for raising them, and their maintenance. Yeah, maintenance is not actually that much different, so... The question is it worth it? Because I am going to be spending 100 ducats on them. Is this a good decision or no? There's also the question of where all this force stock has come from. All of a sudden. Base and 9 provinces. Oh, I've been getting it from my provinces, and I also teched up at dev level. That explains why everything is now 120% in this province. Yippee! I do have to admit, a high dev level is great in every bonus except for one. Construction costs. It's annoying. Anyway, if I were to defeat them, I'd probably be able to take at least a couple provinces off of them. Definitely want to take this province. It will be worth a lot of money. And I think that's a great... No, that looks like a just regular national harbor. It might be a great one, though. I'm gonna have to find one that's... I know doesn't have a straight benefit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a great natural harbor. Anyway, I should raise maintenance so that it will start recovering its morale to... So it can actually win a fight. I should also turn on my fort, which I've been neglecting. And then I should move into this province, that way I actually have a chance of stack wiping. Although on the other hand, there is... The reason why I'm saying that is because of the insufficient support penalty. As you can see over here, the number's red, which means that my cavalry doesn't have enough support to maneuver effectively. Because in early modern combat, the idea was that the infantry are actually pretty strong against cavalry, unless something was distracting them. Which usually was other infantry, but could be an artillery barrage. The problem is, an artillery barrage doesn't really work if there's no one actually defending the artillery, because a smart commander would say, look, the best thing we can do now is to rush the artillery. Because they won't be able to as effectively defend themselves, because it's just a bunch of big cannons. They're not gonna have... The best they have is some, pistols or something. They don't have musketry or whatever. They're not prepared for that sort of a thing. Ooh, that's a good general. Or, well, at least decent. I'm gonna need you. Let's take Beeson. And now I need to ask for... Sure, take the corruption. I need support. I only need one. I only need one. I can choose to bestow privileges, but I don't want to. Hopefully, the lack of support doesn't cause me too many issues. Wow, okay, yeah, that didn't. I probably should slow down the game speed so that it doesn't lag as much, so I can actually probably react. Because I actually want to conquer this stuff, I am going to reduce looting by as much as possible. It's for good reason. Since looting destroys far more wealth than it creates. Oh boy. Probably going to lose 3 stab. Oh hey, only 1. That's great. You might also notice that I'm making a lot less number of money than it was before. It's because I now have 5 troops, 5 armies, while previous, well, 3 infantry and 2 cavalry, while previously I only had 1 infantry and that was at minimum stability. I probably should be able to win this unless an enemy comes... Oh. Yeah. I just can't win 2 ships against 1. Definitely cannot win against 3 ships. It would be nice if I sunk a ship. I'll have to wait and see. Because I can always retreat if I have to. Which it seems like should be the case, is the case. I should also use the ledger to take a look at the navies of my enemies. They all have 1 ship, and the 2 island nations don't even have transport, so they're not an issue. That's lovely. Yes. Additionally, the estates will contribute money and sometimes manpower. I think it's only the tribes that contribute manpower. They basically give you the money needed to partially maintain the troops. It's certainly not enough to fully do so. 0.31 per month for the archers maintenance. That 1.5 is only going to last 5 months out of 12. But it's better than nothing. It's just 2 infantry. I've got more infantry than they do, and then I also have the advantage of 2 cavalry. It won't particularly cause them to melt, but then again, this is only the fire phase, and I don't have that much better of a roll, and I already deal double the casualties. On the other hand, I won't be able to bring my full troops to bear because of the low combat width. Because another thing that's different in M&T is that, like how it used to be in old EU4, it used to be the case. I never actually experienced it because I got into EU4, wow, in the Japan update, which was long after that time. And I stack wiped them. Right. Let's get rich. The nobles get their levies back. Probably should move these back, too. Last thing I need is for a surprise war to take out all my troops. This is for 2 years. It's 10 more ducats for me, and 5 more ducats for the court. You know what? What's the chances I'm going to lose a stab? See? What could possibly go wrong? No. 4th time by now. Wait, I probably could make a bit more money. Yeah, I forgot to do that. I should protect trade in my main node. That will give me at least half of his trade power, so 0.75. Well, base. There's still the plus 30% modifier. Plus 72% modifier to trade power. There. 73%. I completed trade ideas. Yay. I also have a lot more base trade power now that I have 2 new valuable cities. I am beginning to tire though, so long sessions of M&T can really take you out. Heck, long recordings of wearing headphones and talking and staring at a screen to one degree or another does tire me out, so I think I'll end here. Pause. Alright. Until tomorrow. So long as nothing screws up with the uploading of the video and whatnot. Yeah. Until then.